Welcome back to my workshop, dear friends. This is Jeannie from Metal Dollhouse Rescue. I am actually making this video on Christmas Eve, and I wanted to spend some time with you, my friends from our Facebook group and from our channel here on YouTube, and enjoy some special time with you this Christmas. I've got Christmas music playing here in the background, and we're just going to enjoy some time of fellowship together. But before we do that, I want to give a special shout out to a couple of my special little friends. First is Quincy, and the second one is Zeta. Now, Quincy and Zeta are great-grandchildren of mine, and they are the most precious little great-granddaughters you've ever seen. Well, recently I saw them for Christmas, and we, of course, got to talking about dollhouses, and I promised to give both of them a shout out and say a special hello to them from their great-grandma on my next video. So hello to Quincy and Zeta. Let me tell you how our Christmas has gone so far. A couple of nights ago, we spent a wonderful evening with our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, just celebrating each other and enjoying our time together. We had wonderful food and presents, and it was a wonderful, beautiful night. However, the next day, my husband woke up and didn't feel very well. So, although we normally have a couple of other Christmas get-togethers through Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, we canceled all of those. There's a lot of cold and flu going around, and even still COVID. So in order to keep everybody safe, we've canceled everything. So I am homebound for the next few days. So I'm going to spend some of this time with you. Let me show you what my work table looks like tonight. First of all, I got my favorite beverage here. This is root beer. Now, I drink very little soda anymore because of the high sugar count. I've been watching my sugar and my calories. But being it's a special occasion, I've got my favorite beverage there, and I hope you've got one too. I've also got a Christmas cookie here. Now, this was made by my daughter and granddaughters. It's a traditional family recipe for us called thumbprints. And I was so glad that they gave me a nice little box from the cookies that they made. So I'm going to enjoy that in a little bit too. Then I've got a few presents here I've already opened, and a couple of wrapped ones I'm going to open with you tonight. First, let's look at these ones I've already opened. In the back here is a little miniature kit given to me by a very special friend of mine. She knows my granddaughters like to come over and make Christmas or make miniature kits with me, and so she has got that for us to work on together. Oh, I also want to mention what this base is. This is the floor to my Mark's T Rancher house. This is the most recent house that I have opened, and you'll see I'll be getting this out later this year, and we'll get the little floor rehab. The rest of the house was in excellent shape. The floor needs a little cleanup and rehab. We'll be doing that within the next few months. More presents. Here's a little tiny package of presents to go under my dollhouse Christmas tree. We've got some gingerbread cookies already baked up. Here's a little Christmas sled. A little package of birds. Now these might fly around Grandma's garden, or maybe they'll go in my pet shop. I'm not sure. A little cute post office box with some little packages ready to be mailed. And one more item. Some cookie dough being mixed up and ready to bake. Look at there. I think those might be muffins. Yum. Grandma's going to be busy with those. Let me clear those little things away, and we will open up those packages. So we have two boxes to open. Now, both of these came to me in the mail, and I've wrapped them up just for fun, just so that we can have fun opening them together. I actually wrapped them myself, and I have a pretty good idea of what's in them. Although, I never can remember exactly right. Now, this first box is something that I got on our recent sale. We had a regular Saturday sale in December on our Facebook group, but then we had another day when you could sell like Christmas items. So it was an extra sale day, and this is what I purchased on that particular day. So these were just ordered not very long ago. Oh, wow. First of all, of course, nicely wrapped. Look, we've got some Christmas garland. I'll be putting that up here in just a few minutes. And then, oh, look at these little Christmas toys. Those are little tiny dolls in boxes. I just love that. Let's get them out and look at them closely. I'm going to put these right under my Christmas tree in my dollhouse immediately. A little bell doll. Look at those, are just adorable. I like to show you by my finger so you can see how small they are. Wow, Quincy's going to especially love that one. Zeta will too. And one more little tiny toy. This is it's, I can't tell you the character name. He's like a little bug, and I've seen him on some Disney movies. One more box. Now, this truly is a Christmas gift, and you will not believe it. If you're not in our Facebook groups, you will not believe how lovely and generous that group is. I'm talking about metal dollhouses from the 40s through the 80s. If you're not a member, I hope you will look for that group and join it if you love miniatures and dollhouses. They're the nicest group. Well, this year, the owner of the group, Linda, and her friend Diane got together, collaborated on this, and they contributed many, many miniature items. And all you had to do was go through and pick 3 of them. And look, there is a little Christmas card in there. And you got to pick whatever you want. And honestly, they were free. Not only that, but some special unnamed person that they called the elf, and I don't know who it was, offered to pay for the postage for these for us. So look at, and they are truly, truly wrapped up. I hate to open them. They are so cute. But I'm going to open them. I did pick these out right off. I can't remember what I picked out. But let's see what it is. That is just cuter than cute. Don't you think? That was so much fun. That first package I opened had this little sweet Christmas tree in it also. I wanted to be sure to share that with you. That was just fun to open everything. I want to show you everything up close here so you get a good look at it. The first, these are these little brackets that would hold up a shelf. I think my grandma's house is in need of a cute little shelf, and that's what those are going to be used for. Some little tiny products. There's oatmeal, some Diet Pepsi, and a couple other little packages in there. And then this is like little, like a mirror and a brush and a little hair dryer. So those will be going in probably in Grandma's bathroom also. All right, I've got a couple of more things I want to do yet tonight before we go to help on our celebration. And one is I want to give you a tour of my decorated house for Christmas. Now this bottom house is the house that Grandma lives in. The next house up is the one that's decorated for Christmas. I'm going to turn the lights on up there and we'll do a little tour of it. There it is. There's the yard. We'll start there. It is filled with kids playing with a snowball fight and ornaments, little houses, buildings, trees, a snowman back in the corner. We'll come up here. There's Santa Claus. He's up there on the patio ready to do his stuff. Every room's got a little bit of decoration in it. Look, there's Mom. She got tired and had to lay down and have a little nap, have a little rest. The nursery, we've got a little Renwall boy back in the corner. He's taking a little break after playing with his toys. Look at this living room. I've put all those little toys in there that I just opened up and added them to the ones I already had in there. Look at this little girl. She's the luckiest little girl ever. She got a Mark's Colonial dollhouse for Christmas, and it is an exact replica of the house that she lives in, because this is also a Mark's Colonial dollhouse. Here's my little Renoir boy, the one that was artist created, and he's in his little kitty car. There we go. That's a tour of our little Christmas decorated house. Before we leave, I have one more thing I'm going to do. I'm going to read to you the Christmas poem that I actually wrote last year, and we will use that to wind up our time here together. It was Christmas in the 50s, and the snow fell softly down. How would Santa find his way to my tiny little town? I dreamt I heard him coming. It sounded like a rattle or two. I dreamt the sleigh was full of dollhouses, with one for me and one for you. Down the chimney Santa came with his Christmas bag of toys, and he had some tiny little furniture to fill our house with joy. I imagine my dad actually stayed up very late to build the little dollhouse with its tiny little gate, while my mom looked on in pleasure as he built the precious toy. Imagining how my face would look must have filled her heart with joy. We would get up very early as could be, and run downstairs. We couldn't wait to find what we would see. And there, in all their glory, underneath the tree, what do you think we saw for sister and for me? Two precious little houses, a ranch and a colonial too. We played and played all day long. My Christmas dream came true. Oh, some memories are sweet and others are sad, but I will always be so thankful for the dollhouse that my parents gave to me. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me for this very special edition of Metal Dollhouse Rescue. I'm so glad you were here with me tonight. There's no need for anybody to spend Christmas alone when you can always bring this up and enjoy time together with me in my doll room in my workshop. So whether you're watching this Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or New Year's Eve or any other day of the year, remember you have a friend here in Iowa and lots of friends in our dollhouse groups. So from me to you, from my little house to yours, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. I wish you a happy and prosperous and healthy New Year. And please join me again in my doll room.